Alright, welcome back to East. We are at level 16, just hit a save point, so that's great. Save and keep moving on. Getting close to a level here, so I'm just going to backtrack a little bit, just so I can kill all these guys. This particular area is a bit of a cluster, as you can see. Too many enemies is basically what I should be saying. Probably not the smartest idea to come in here. However, I am pretty confident that Adol's strong enough that I will not game over here. I did not. And now I've got an extra level. Hooray, I'm even stronger than I was before. They said, Adol, how strong are you? And he says, I'm very strong. He says, and then like 5 minutes later, you see a little level up sign over his head. And he goes, how strong are you now, Adol? Much stronger. Oh my. Why are you much stronger? Yep. That was a stupid move on Christopher's part. Just kind of walking out the door and standing there as the rock bombs decide they want to blow up in my face. Go Adol. I'm gonna smush you. Come on down. There we go. You're not too difficult. Don't really give me anything. These guys are essentially like little flat. I don't even know what you would call them. They're like little mud puddles that turn into big teeth. But they obviously can't jump or move around other than to sort of slink along the floor. They can't fall down like you see. They can fall down from an upper area. But if you go up to an upper area like I'm in right now, they cannot climb their way back up here. So what we're doing in here, in case you don't know, I want this treasure chest. This is level 3 armor that I was talking about. We're gonna equip that immediately, so we're gonna go from something like 16 to 24 defense. So any damage that was being dealt to me previously is now being more or less negated down to about 0. Fun fact about these guys, you can only kill them by doing a down slash like that. They also apparently hit like a freight truck, as I just had like 20 or 30 damage dealt to me there, despite the fact that I just upgraded my armor. Also, they're dropping larger drops of ammo now instead of 1. Looks like they're dropping like 3 or 5, which is good, but I don't know. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Yeah, just gonna kind of zip through here like that. Yep, gonna walk around so I don't accidentally run into a bomb. And now we can just sort of chill out here and give these guys a good old down slash what's the other one I want to call these? Sword plant, that's what I want to call that. Sword plant. Alright, I need to go save. Please don't hurt me. I don't have any health. I gotta go back and save. Because I could die if I get hit. Hey, help, no. Gotta stay away from the explodey guys. They will kill me. And now I'm at level 19. Nice little turnabout. Like I said, I need to be about level 20 here. Looks like we're getting probably closer to 25. See, that guy didn't actually do any damage to me. However, he took my money from me. What a jerk. I don't know how much money he took, but he took my money. Wasn't really paying attention to how much money I had previously. I'm mad. What's your favorite type of enemy that doesn't do damage but takes like a valuable resource from you? I don't remember what game it was from, but I feel like there was an enemy that would eat your experience. Like, if you, like, it wasn't a, oh shit. Well, gotta do that, I guess. The Wings of Alma. This is actually an item I didn't expect to get at this point. The Wings of Alma allow me to transport to any statue I've already touched. Which, this feels sort of like a mid-game item that you would get, because at that point you've already visited a number of areas. Oh, crap! They cornered me. No fair. There's a ton of you and little of me. I'm goner. Here's Adol. He says, no, you're not a goner. Luckily, they only target Adol after this, because our NPC basically turns off his hitbox. Fine. You can see I can't really... You may be able to damage them in a different way that I'm just not aware of. But at least with this sword, you cannot do it. Amazing, that was cool! Thanks, you saved my life, you know that? I don't know who you are, but that was really cool. You finished off those monsters like they were nothing, huh? That's a funny coincidence. That sword looks like the one in my home. How'd you get it? It'll introduce himself, explain Chief Ord gave him the sword. You're kidding! I can't believe my dad would give an a region when he hates them so much. He must really trust you. Anyways, I'm Chief Ord's son, Erd. Blah, 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 blah. Get in touch with them. Bridge down, blah, blah, blah. Man, lucky day. Gathering herbs. Red fairy of some sort carrying shit. Tried to follow her. Master Rabbit is probably mad at me now. Oh yeah, there's a swordsman. There's a sword around here somewhere. You might want to go pick it up. That's the basics of what he says. So, just a little factoid. There are little fairy characters that roam around, much like in the Othanfagana. There are fairies. There's a fairy triangle that you fight. There are fairies in this game, much like that focus around one of 3 different elements, whether that be, oh, I don't know, wind, or fire, or maybe electricity. I obtained the level 3 shield, which I'm going to equip, but it won't be on my body for very long because I've got 3,713 gold. I'm getting very close to being able to upgrade to level 4 armor. Oh, also, don't jump up here. You can get up here, but it's... Ew. Not what the game intended you to do. Not sure why they put that in there. If they didn't want me to jump up there. I think they made the box just a little too low. Just a little too easy for me to get there. Yeah, we're just gonna go in every cave here. Make sure there's no monkeys in here that are trying to throw rocks at me. Even they kind of look like little goblins, or maybe like even Gorons from the like spiky backed Gorons from the Zelda series. I always thought it was kind of weird that when, well, as they say, there's an exception to every rule, right? I always find it interesting that you can find a number of species in both the 3D and 2D Zelda game. However, with the exception of one 2D Zelda game, the what's it called? The Gorons are only 3D enemies. Or maybe they put them in another game. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at that again. But I'm pretty sure that Oracle of Seasons and Ages is the only games where those creatures... Yeah, you want to drop down here because there is actually a thing down here. It's the blue tabla. If you don't want to get this, you don't have to. It's sort of like extra like, hey, do you want to know some more lore about this area? Come on down. Anywho. This is also a different area. We're actually a little higher than we would normally be. Pretty sure I can't get up here at this point in the game other than doing what I just did. Yeah, we are going to clear out the little caves here because these guys are being a bastard. Trying to throw their rocks at me. I don't want their rocks. I do want this, though. These are the Sylvian boots that prevent me from being slowed slash heavied. So we may equip those. Since I do have 2 slots now, not just 1. The real question is, do I want my continued small amount of strength and defense, or do I just want the more ammo? Yep, that's correct. I'm going with the more ammo. At least for right now, until we go fight a boss. I don't really need any extra defense or strength. Yeah, let's go back up the mountain. Here we got maybe a little bit of grinding to do. More than anything, we just need to get back to where we previously were, as there's some okay grinding spots here that are pretty straight, pretty quick to go, you know, back and forth through. This is not one of them, unfortunately, because if you get hit by a floating boulder and fall down, you're going to have to retrace all your steps. However, these guys tend to throw it where you are and not where you're going to be, so not too hard to fight those guys. I'm also trying, here's a little peek behind the scenes, trying to time some of these playthroughs up, because there's some games that are coming up in early 2025 that I am really interested in playing, and I don't really know if they're going to be good for me to play on the channel. I imagine they're going to be, because they're just so good. So we'll have to see. I'll have to play them and see. But there are 2 games that I'm very interested in playing that are going to be coming out here soon. One of them is the PC release of Final Fantasy VII, whatever, Rebirth, Remaster, whatever they're calling the second one of those games. I played the remake, I guess, the first of the 3, on, I think it was PlayStation 4. This is a game that I've been waiting for them to remake since, I would say, the start of PS2 era, which I understand is far too soon for them to remake that game. I just remember looking at what they did with Final Fantasy VIII, and especially 9 on the PlayStation 1, and thinking, God, that game, as good as that game was, it would have been just that much better if you had not been the most blocky, basic avatar character ever. I like the pre-rendered background stuff that was very popular in the PlayStation 2 era. Super loved that. At least at the time, I super loved it. I know that is basically never coming back, because it was just, you're basically walking your character on a JPEG, and as things gotten more advanced, we've decided that we don't want it to just be a JPEG. We want it to be straight up, we're gonna make this area that, you know? Instead of walking through a very detailed dump, we're gonna actually gonna make the very detailed dump for you to walk through. You know? And I know you're probably thinking I'm making a poop joke, but I was actually referring to a garbage dump. I realized that my MO would very much be to go to fecal funny. Haha, poopy pee pee. Hee hee, haha. Not sure if I get up there or not. If I had a double jump, I could, but I'm not sure if I'm designed to get up there or not, is what I'm trying to say. Might be an area that I come to later when I go through the cave a little bit farther. I don't know. Can't tell from this low angle. Tell you what I can tell you. If you see one of these, you're near a boss. So I said earlier that we'd have to get at least 20 to fight the boss. So yeah, we're going to use the Wings of Alma to transport ourselves back down to the village, because if you're going to give me a transportation item like the Wings of Alma this early in the game, I'm going to use it to quickly transport my ass back to the village, just so I can level up my sword and armor to the fullest that I'm capable of. I took 88 there. Now it's 230. I can level it up twice. How about that? This is going to be too much, I think. 600's in striking distance, but I'm not going to do it because that's going to be too much grinding, I think, to get to 600. And check on our armor as well. It shouldn't be too hard to do our armor, particularly if we decide to sell off the little healing potions I have. Okay, I can only afford one or the other. I thought these were lower priced. I'm clearly mistaken. So I can afford a talisman or the kite shield. I cannot afford both the kite shield and the talisman. Alright, let's do this here. Kite shield it is. We'll put that on our body. Give ourselves a nice boost. Prevents curse, that's nice, but that's only really for enemies. That doesn't really... I don't think there are any bosses, at least at this point in the game, or that I would run into to give me curse. I could sell you easily and buy the rest of that armor. I'm pretty sure little kid outside that sells the permanent stat upgrades, pretty sure those are too expensive for me right now. Like, way more expensive than what she's selling in her shop. Expensive. Check, see if Ord made it back. He did not. He will not make it back to this village until after I defeat the boss in the mountain. And progress the storyline one chapter forward, if you will. So why walk all the way back up the mountain when you just transport there? Because you did touch the little savey spot there. So, yeah. So one of the interesting things about this East game as compared to some of the other ones is you don't really get trapped into an area per se. Like in the Tower of Dharm, you can only move so far up the tower. So any enemies you... Ha ha ha, dummy! What a little guy like you come all the way up here for? Do you remember that fairy they were talking about? This is one of them. You want the mirror fragment? Well, I'm already done with it. So, like, if you want it that badly, ... But you know, getting that mirror was so much work. Everything just been work. And work is boring. So sure, whatever, you can have the mirror. But only if you let me have some fun with you first. So, she's actually just gonna summon a demon. Like every good East enemy does. They don't actually fight you, they just summon enemies. I'm gonna have so much fun watching you squirm and suffer in agony. This guy isn't terribly difficult, but I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do this on my first try. Oh, 23 damage, that's actually pretty decent. Not bad. 12, that's good too. 20. Doing actually an okay damage to him, not a ton. I mean, see what, like, taking a lot of damage every time he punches the ground though, making me mad. Yeah, 48 damage. Be dead here in 2 turns. One more, here he comes. Guess I can evade this. Dead. Alright, let's give it another try. If I can deal some okay damage here, maybe we can get him down into phase 2. Okay, now I'm doing 6 damage. Okay. Okay, game. We're apparently not playing the same game that we were just a second ago when I was doing 20 damage. It's not the same boss I just fought. Come down and fight me, dum-dum. Gonna stand here for a bit. I think I broke his AI or something. Oh, yep. Okay, here's the 20 damage I was just talking about. I wonder what the difference is. I guess he was in a different mode. Oh yeah. He's... Oh. Let's not get hit by that. This is approximately the right level to fight him at. However, that's too much damage. Alrighty. Let's go back to the title. I'm gonna grind out some levels here and probably level up my armor and maybe the sword again. And we'll give it another try here in a second. So I'll catch you on the other side of this cut. Alright, welcome back again. Just leveled up a whole bunch. We're much stronger than we were. Earlier I mentioned you're never really stuck like you are in some of the other East games in this one. In this game, there's always stronger enemies wandering around the world. So there's actually a mini boss that I'm not able to fight at this point because it'll just one-hit me. However, outside of that area are some powered up plant things that have like sort of like a, not like the plant thing that throws the like the shuriken that we fought earlier, but they extend these like vine whip things out, and they're just tough enough for Adol to fight and beat and get lots of experience points off of, but not difficult enough that they're gonna one-shot me. So like when I was starting to run into a situation where all of the enemies on the mountain are giving me like less than 5 experience points per hit, I was able to go back down the mountain, grind out 2 levels in about 5 minutes, just by fighting just those enemies. And there's not a lot of them either. So that's what's sort of going to make this boss battle a bit trivial, is I've already put him into mode 2 of the boss battle. He's still going to come to the center here and do this attack, but you can see instead of doing 40 damage, he's doing 8 damage to me, so yeah. And then he's going to do this attack as well, which is he's going to spawn those little lantern bugs that we fought a whole bunch of already. Gotta wonder though, I can't imagine these guys give you any experience. Could you imagine being like, say, I don't know, let's say 50 experience points away from leveling up, and you're mid-boss battle, and you're having, you know, you're like down to like 5 health, and he spawns one of these dudes, and they become a, like a little lantern bug, and you hit him, and you kill him, and that causes Ada to level up. If he levels up, he gains his health back to 100%. Like, it's like having 2 hitboxes, or 2 life bars in one, plus you're gaining strength, defense, everything as well. So I don't know, I doubt those little ads would give you any experience points, but who knows. I think I probably mentioned that in East 1/2. There's probably ads somewhere that we were fighting in one of the boss battles and being like, oh hey, I'm just gonna kind of be here, and if you happen to kill me, maybe I give you a level up. My only complaint with this guy is he's not coming down to me. I want him to come down and fight me so I can kill him. And he's like, no, I'm gonna hide over here. I don't blame him either. I'm doing like 30, 40 damage to him every time I hit him. And I can still get him from that angle that he's, you know, where he's at right now. But like, I'm not really focused on dealing damage to him. I'm focused on kind of keeping the board clean here. I'm guessing that's probably not what I'm supposed to be doing. He needs to be dead here in a second. One more. And now you're dead. Just use my magic to kill you off. Sweet. Right. And look, they dropped a red sword for me. Ah! What have you done? Jue. I worked so hard to wake up the mirror's power and get it to eat the key, and because of you, it was all for nothing. You know how much trouble I'm gonna be in? You're so gonna regret this. Sure. Give me the sword. Obtain brilliant. Bronte. Bronte? Like brilliant and ante. Sweet. Alright, well, you're not going to see me use the sword right now. We're going to head back to the village here in a second, so I will cut the episode here. We're going to transport ourselves back to the village, and when we come back, we're going to be doing some new stuff and powering up some new weapons. So, till then, I hope you guys have a good one.